Just feel the need to this is another issue. There's a lot of little issues that go on a regular basis, but I just wanted to film this because it happens on a regular basis. In my previous videos you might have been able to see some of this type of stuff. Now, for me, I'm not really talking to anyone in particular. This is kind of for me. So anyone that's looking at this, you probably already know what's going on. And I'm just going to be honest. And it'd be nice if some of you were honest also. I know that there's some people who are subscribing and looking. Just be honest. That you're machines. You've already been captured, and you're already slaves to the machines. You're a machine, and you can tell from a lot of the media and things that you see and your experience all over the place that you guys are programmed. You people are programmed. I've experienced it myself. I know the truth, and there's no reason to act it out. You might as well just succumb and accept the truth, like I do. For example, there's some truth right there. Everywhere I go, you see stuff like that. What does that look like? It looks like an X in the sky, don't it? Chemtrailing. Everywhere I go, someone's spraying X's in the sky. Everywhere. Anytime I go, it don't matter. If I go somewhere else, they're gonna be spraying X's in the sky. What in the world are they doing with the X's? I'm not sure. Obviously, I'm in a new location, a new little park. Much less harassment, from what I can tell. Not as comfortable as I'd like. I'm kind of I kind of like things to be a specific way, but it's okay. But as you can see, a big old X in the sky and a chemtrail. Oh, they exist. Yes, they exist. I've actually seen them with my own eyes. And I've actually taken video of it as well, of the actual planes spraying the chemtrails. These heavy metals or whatever it is. Usually for me, there's a strange effect that occurs with the chemtrailing. Obviously that's something that they're doing in order to cause some form of harassment. I didn't video. Maybe I did record this a little bit last night. I might have. Some cops showed up. Obviously, I was sleeping somewhere. 2 cops show up. They immediately start searching inside my bag. They had no right to search inside my bag. They start grabbing inside my bag. I take my bag. I'm like, no, excuse me. You're not allowed to go into my bag. And they grab out. It's literally, you know what it's like now? It's not like cops anymore. You know what it's like? It's like a bunch of bullies show up out of nowhere. And, it's like they know they're not allowed to do certain things, but they're going to try. They're going to try to do it. They don't care. They're going to try to do it. And, one of the things that is happening, and I'll just be honest about it, is there's a collision of powers. No more powers, but authority. It's like they're trying to challenge my authority. And I have authority over myself. They don't. I'm not a slave. I'm not one of you. I'm not one of your slave people. Okay? One of the things I also found... let me continue with the cops. Last night, they... Normally, if a black man tries to stop a cop from doing something, like searching inside their bag, even if it's illegal, the cop may taser or shoot them. No joke. I'm at the point where the cops, it's like literally we're like almost fighting each other. They're pushing and I'm pushing back. And that's kind of like what I've been experiencing. The cops are realizing that they've took on a little bit too much. What they're doing. I'm a bit bigger than them. And so what I experienced like last night is that, and I think I got it on video. I haven't uploaded it yet, obviously. What I've experienced is that the cops literally go running off. After they confront, they like something happens. I don't know what it is, but they attack, and then it's like something gets them, and then they go run off. Like last night, they attacked, said I need to do this, need to do that, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. Like I don't even see them no more. And then I took a video and I'm like packing up my stuff. They told me that I need to leave. It's like, oh, blah blah blah, wah. It's like for me, it's similar to like if you've got a curfew, like you're a child and like you're only allowed to be in a specific area during a specific time, and there's no such thing as time, but it's kind of like they're trying to police time. Like you can only be here during certain periods. Like, for example, you see this big park, no one's around. But could you imagine if I decided to lay down over by that tree, that would be illegal? If I went and laid down by the tree, that would be illegal. Because it's I don't know, maybe the X has something to do with it. I don't know. Which is strange to me, because it's right next to houses. And if you decide to lay in front of your front lawn all night long, that's not illegal. And then something is saying, oh, well, they own the property, but what about manifest destiny? You heard about that? You ever heard about that before? It's when the U.S. government can come and take your land at any point. And they do it all, like, I don't know if you read any stories as of late. I read some, not stories, but remember, there was a big controversy about an oil pipeline. It was when Barack Obama was still president, maybe about a year or two. There was an oil pipeline that they were going to build through Native American land. And there was this huge uproar. It was like, no, you're not allowed to do that. This is our land, and you're not allowed to build oil pipelines anywhere you want. The United States government showed up with their corporations and their police officers, and basically, literally, started shooting people and arresting them and stuff. Who knows what else was going on? But that's kind of like manifest destiny. So you can't use the excuse that, oh, this is their property. Whose property? If the government at any point in time decides, and there's no such thing as time, but if the government decides at any point that they want to come and take from you, they will. So it's not really your property. You may be able to have a case in court, but it ain't going to go far because they're already bought off. The judges and prosecutors and all those types of people are already bought off for the interest of the government, or specific people. And it's not really even the government, it's specific people, whatever. And I get into that a little bit. I'm going to get into that, or some of you have actually already might actually know about it. The programming has been upgraded. Let's discuss Harvey Weinstein. I'm in LA, so I'm in California, so some of the stuff I might actually be closer to than I actually realize. As you've seen, they're cracking the fuck down on some of this molestation ring, and it's funny because they started off soft. They started off soft with and if you know what I mean by soft, like they didn't hit you with the hard stuff yet. Like they're talking about sexual harassment of women. Like Harvey Weinstein, they dropped him and stuff like that. They're slowly kind of getting into the truth. They're like kind of telling partial truth, like, oh yeah, some of these white guys are forcing us to have sex with them. And of course, it's like a gateway of passage. You have to have sex with an ugly white man. I don't know if that's a joke of some sort by somebody, but go ahead and take a look at some of these white guys in which they're forcing themselves on others. Go ahead and take a look. You see what I mean? They're disgusting. It reminds me of like some type of pigman. It's like some type of pig-like creature, some type of disgusting creature that in order for you to gain money, you have to kind of have sex with the most disgusting thing in existence, the white man. If you've experienced things with me, if you've been me and understand the issues that I have gone through because of white men, and I'm not saying it ain't just white men, it's black men, Asians, women too, all that type of stuff. But I'm talking about the worst of the worst. The white man is one of the worst of the worst. It's all bad. But we're talking about the worst of the worst. And it's like it's like they have a rite of passage. In order for you to become a successful star, you have to have sex forcefully with the worst of the worst. Now, some of that stuff is coming out. Corey Feldman, I think that's his name. He kind of talks about some stuff, and they're all liars. He's a white man too. A lot of them, it's all related. They're the worst of it, and I wouldn't say the worst of it, but when you start approaching the truth that they're dabbling in child molestation, pedophilia, forcing little children to have sex, like anal sex, little boys, and little girls too. But these older white men, when you really get into the creepy fucking factor, you're like, whoa, these guys are forcing little children, little babies, to have sex with them. And you start getting into the truth. Is the X still there? Let's see. Yeah, it's still there. It kind of has dissipated a little bit. But I just kind of wanted to show that this is kind of a part of it, of the harassment being followed and attacked. So, the games of, oh, black people are gonna, we're gonna overcome slavery and stuff. All this stuff is a game to them, to the machines. They've already decided what's going to happen. And there's no future for you. This type of stuff is going on because everything is coming to an end. Forever. And I just wanted to record it so that we don't have to lie about it. Peace.